Dyno today we have the orange 690. It is a 2024 model, and this one is an Enduro R. And unlike most of the other 690s that we've seen on the Dyno, this actually comes with a stock airbox. It does have a Dominator end can, but it has been fitted with a decibel killer. Not only is it fitted with a decibel killer, the decibel killer has been modified by the customer to make it a little bit more quiet. He does ride a lot on the European trails into Germany and Switzerland, and both of those countries can be a little bit exuberant, let's say, on their noise laws and policing those noise laws. So he does want it to run very quiet. It's obviously not going to make as much power as a modified bike, but it's not going to make as much noise either. But the gentleman just wants it set up so that the bottom end is nice and crisp and gives him the throttle response that he's looking for, without that stally kind of feeling that you get on these bikes. So the KTM 690, what did we manage to do with this bike? At the top end, because we still had the restrictive exhaust and airbox on it, we didn't expect to make any more power at the top end, which we didn't. We made 57 standard and we made 57 after the modifications. What we did do though was between 4.5 and 6.5, we made a nice little gain there for about 7 or 8 horsepower. But the customer really was not interested in what we were doing at the top, and he was far more interested in what was going on at the bottom. The biggest transformation obviously is going to come at the bottom end of the throttle openings. You can see here at 25%, we've gone up from 16 to 20 brake horsepower, which isn't really the big thing. If you look at the difference in how smooth the curves are, that's what makes a difference. And if you look at the bottom plot, we've now got the fueling exactly on the datum line, exactly where we want it, whereas the blue one was fairly lean. The gentleman that bought this bike to us is quite an accomplished trail rider. He does a lot of the European trails and such like, and he's had a good go on the bike on, first of all, the car park, then he's taking it out around the block, and his exact words were, "This is a different bike." So he's more than happy with that. And we did the same really up to 50% throttle. You can see there's a much nicer parabola on the red curve, and the fueling is absolutely bang on. Very, very familiar with the KTM bikes. These are a bike that actually is available on our ECU Flasher. If you have got any modifications to your bike and you're not local to us, you can still take a read off your bike with this device. Send that file to us, tell us what you've done to the bike, and one of the map writers will write a file to suit your modifications perfectly. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out, and it keeps you notified of any new content that we bring in.